So last we saw was consumer behavior, the factors affecting consumer behavior. Today we are going to say what is the buying decision process, or basically how a consumer is intends toward buying a particular product. And secondly, we'll see today is product positioning. Before going to product positioning, let us understand the buying decision process. We all understand that you and me, we all are customers. Yes, we go through a series of what you can say buying a product. Basically, आज प्रोडक्ट लेने का मन किया तो इमीडिएटली जाके नहीं लेते हम. प्रोडक्ट लेने का मन क्यों किया, उसके पीछे हमने क्या क्या इन्फॉर्मेशन निकाली. सो दैट इज अ particular big long process. Okay, so let us understand first of all what is that process. First thing, identifying the need. Now whether first we'll try to analyze basically that whether we need that product. Now that analysis is on various aspects, like for example necessity product, whether it is a necessity product, the need is generated automatically. Then when we talk about any luxury item, for example मोबाइल फ़ोन ले लो, तो अभी अगर हमारे पास नया मोबाइल फ़ोन है या वर्किंग कंडीशन में मोबाइल फ़ोन है तो हमको उतनी जल्दी उसकी नीड नहीं होती. बट इफ़ वी सी समथिंग अगेन हियर अ मार्केटर प्लेज एन एक्सक्लूसिव रोल. नाउ व्हाट इज दैट? एट टाइम्स जस्ट नाउ you look at your place, okay, you look at your surrounding, that is your house, you have bought so many products which are actually not required, and that is the that is the, I'll say, the impact of advertising or the marketer. But keeping this aside, let us understand first thing, when we decide to buy a product, it is based on what? It is based on first and foremost the need. Once the need has arisen that yes, I want to buy XYZ product, the next step what we do is we start collecting information about it. That is information search. What exactly are the features? What exactly is the price, quality, quantity? We try to analyze from each and every aspects. Now information search is further divided into 4 parts. Like for example, चलो अगर हमको नीड हुई कि यार अभी आने जाने के लिए बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है, ट्रेन्स टाइम पे नहीं है, बसेस का इशू है, एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा, बारिश बहुत है. सो मेनी पीपल डिसाइड्स टू बाय अ कार. So need has arisen to buy a car. Now the search starts that which car to go for, which car I should buy. That is that stage we are going to start with information search. Now information search are further divided into 4 parts. That is personal sources, commercial sources, public sources or experimental sources. Now what do you mean by personal sources? Personal sources, that is that information you are gathering by own self, by just talking to your friends, your relatives, or any of your group members who have recently purchased the car, or who has more ideas regarding car, who has more updates about the car. The second comes is the commercial source. Commercial source are nothing but the feedback or the, I'll say, the way the companies are advertising their product. That is particularly we can say that when the Honda or Hyundai or Maruti Suzuki, they come up with special editions kind of for their car, and not only that, even the car of the year, and they get various awards, so they try to publicize it. So that is nothing but you are getting information through commercial sources, again, which actually focus on what they actually focus on the features that are specifically present in that particular product. The third is public sources. Public sources is nothing but newspapers, magazine, who have information of all about not only one product but the competitors or the series of the products in that particular segment. So you try to gather the information from that. For example, जैसे बारिश year ending बारिश start हो रही है, या फिर you can say yes बारिश start होती है तो मेगा सेल सब जगह लगता है, तो इसके बारे में हमको इन्फॉर्मेशन कहाँ से मिलती है that इतने सारे सेल सब मॉल में लग रहा है? It is through newspapers. Not only that, but even when you talk about year ending, ईयर एंड जब भी होता है, लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल दिवाली स्टार्ट होती है, वैसे ही दिवाली के बाद या दिवाली से almost every car companies come up with what they start publicizing, or in the newspaper and magazine, wherever possible, that the kind of discounts that they are going to offer, that we come to know nothing from none other than public source. Public source is the best way where people come and market their product. Then the last is experimental sources. Experimental sources are connected to yourself. Like for example, when you buy a certain product, whether you are really comfortable using that product, what problems have you encountered, when you try to address that problems, whether you got the solution on the spot or how long it took. So these are nothing but your own experiments that you have done in buying a particular product. Like for example, many people have purchased Maruti car. they are satisfied, then they go again to buy again. Bhale kitni bhi car dekh le, but ultimately they'll end up buying some Maruti model itself. But somebody, if they have purchased Skoda brand, okay, and they found that purchasing Skoda brand is really, you know, statesful and everything, but when it comes to maintenance, Skoda is the most expensive when you talk about maintenance. So ultimately, when a person is thinking of buying a second car, he will not go for that Skoda car. Why? Because it is high, it needs high maintenance. That is nothing, but it is coming through your own experiment. Understood? Information search. Next is evaluating options. Once you have all the information regarding products, okay, and it's not only the only product, it is the competitor's product as well. Like for example, nowadays youth have become very smart. आज के teenage इतने smart हो गए, whatever product you want to buy, you go and check in the showroom the price of the product, and again you start Google it out on the online, basically, that is Flipkart, Amazon, anything, because we all know that these online portals are giving you the same product at much cheaper price, or let's say at a discounted rates. So आज के youth इतने smart हो गए that they are really not getting fooled. They are aware of each and everything. So when you have decided on what you need, you have searched for the product information, basically, that what are the different options that are available, or I'll say what are the different competitors product that are available in the market. Now you start evaluating the options. अभी फॉर एग्जाम्पल व्हेन यू से अगर मुझे नाइकी के शूज़ खरीदने तो मेरे पास क्या क्या ऑप्शन है. आई कैन गो फॉर सॉरी नॉट नाइकी शूज़, आई से अगर मुझे स्पोर्ट्स शूज़ खरीदने हैं तो मैं कौन से ऑप्शन मेरे पास है. इट इज़ फर्स्ट नाइकी, सेकंड इज़ एडिडास, थर्ड इज़ पूमा, फोर्थ इज़ रिबॉक, फिफ्थ इज़ वुडलैंड, सो एंड सिक्स्थ इज़ बाटा और लोकल ब्रांड्स भी. सो वंस द नीड हैज़ अराइज दैट आई वांट टू बाय स्पोर्ट्स शूज़, ओके, द सेकंड इज़ information search, and third, finally, I have 6 brands. Out of that 6 brands, I start evaluating each and every brand in detail. लाइक किसी का लाइफ कितना है, किसी का प्राइस कितना है, कितने टाइम तक की वारंटी है, उसका पैकेजिंग कैसा है, उसके लुक्स कैसे है, मेल फीमेल सेम है या अलग अलग है, वेदर दे हैव द काइंड ऑफ सॉफ्टनेस दैट यू वांट, etc. Because everybody's purchasing capacity, ability is really different. Okay, so after information search, we start evaluating the options. As I said that today's teenagers, today's youths are very smart, enough smart to understand that whether the company or the marketer is trying to fool or no. How you can catch them? It's very simple. Now हम लोग आजकल कोई भी चीज़ खरीदते हैं तो उसको क्रॉस चेक करते हैं, क्रॉस वेरीफाई करते हैं. How you verify that? By online services. Like for example, you buy any product, you go in the showroom, okay, you check out the price. Immediately everybody has a smartphone nowadays, and everybody has a Google connection. Okay, so the person immediately goes on the Flipkart or Amazon or all these portals, okay, and they immediately try to search out the same product and what is the price that is that product sold at. So now what you do after you know that what you need, you start gathering the information. After you have got the information, or not only the brand that you want but also of the competitor's brand, you start evaluating the options. Like for example, मुझे स्पोर्ट्स शूज़ बाय करना है, ओके, अब मुझे स्पोर्ट्स शूज़ बाय करना है तो कितनी कंपनीज के स्पोर्ट्स शूज़ अवेलेबल है. इट इज़ नाइकी, इट इज़ रीबॉक, इट इज़ एडिडास, इट इज़ पूमा, इट इज़ वुडलैंड, इट इज़ व्हाट यू कैन से बाटा, and many more local brands. So on an average, I have at least 6 brands which I am aware that they can satisfy my need of sports shoes. Now I try to evaluate all the 6 options. How? Because somebody might be offering product at the lowest price, somebody might be offering the quality product, somebody might be offering for different sports, okay, that what kind of sports I want to be, according to that I will get the footwear. And somebody might offer that attractive look, like, you know, the girl, if a girl is going so the girly look or the, you know, girly colors and all. Somebody might offer unisex shoes. So everybody has different criteria. Now what criteria you fit into, or what actually you are expecting from a product, you start evaluating that option. Finally, out of 6, you come and decide on one. That is when your purchase decision has been taken. That is, you finalize out of 6 the one product. Now again, that is divided into 2 parts. That is first purchase or second purchase. Like for example, first which comes to your mind, like once you have decided, चलो okay, मैंने यहाँ पे evaluate option कर लिया, I come down to Adidas. Now in Adidas, when you go actually to purchase Adidas, somebody might be a friend or relative might again influence your decision. While you are going for Adidas, you can think of buying a Nike shoes. Okay, so again you stop and you start thinking. Or as the second way it goes like this, that you plan to buy a product or a shoes, and ultimately you came to know that you have lost a job, or there is some problem, some medical emergency in the house. So again there you stuck for buying a product. So it is not always that once it is decided, once the need arises, it is always satisfied. No, need arises, you gather information, you evaluate on the option, ultimately whether you purchase or no, that is again a question mark, big question mark. Here again the marketer plays a great role. A great role in what sense? That again they do various forms of advertisement for converting this potential customer into actual customer. Okay, so once the purchase decision has been taken, person goes and purchase the product. Ultimately post purchase behavior. Now what do you mean by post purchase behavior? It is simply nothing. When you buy a mobile phone, now again we say that there are n number of competitors who are offering different mobile phone. Like we have Samsung, Sony, iPhone, etc. Apple iPhone, Nokia is nowhere as of now, and Micromax is there, Vivo has come, Oppo has come. So basically when you purchase a mobile phone, you look only for the features that are available in the phone? No. Is it that you go only for the looks of the product? No, there is something more to it. You go for price, product, features, and more of all this, it is after sales services. What is after sales services? That once you buy the phone, if something goes wrong with the phone, who takes the responsibility? Warranty is given in every of the product, but actually whether that warranty will be workful or no, whether actually right now what is happening, many times it happens that shopkeeper gives you tall promises that yes, agar kuch hua to main baitha hu na, aap mere paas leke aao, but actually when you go, what kind of service do you get from them? So that is nothing that influence your post purchase behavior. If a customer is satisfied by purchase decision, not only purchase decision but also after sales services are very much satisfactory, then this person or this customer is going to do positive mouth publicity of the brand of the product. But in case, for example, that I always say that I have very bad experience when it comes to Samsung, then what? Next question mark. Obviously nobody can expect me to go and give a positive feedback about Samsung. So that is nothing but post purchase behavior. Like I'll tell you, I purchased a mobile phone. In one day I came to know that there is some defect in the phone. I went to replace it. Now the shopkeeper told me that you should go to the customer care and they'll be able to replace it immediately. I went to customer care. I was asked to wait for 4 or 5 hours. Now once I waited, after that, first of all waiting, and second thing was I waited and then the customer representative attended me saying that we cannot do anything as of now because it is you who has done that. Now I purchased, this was the this was the reaction, or this was the words which were given by the representative. Now you imagine that we purchase a phone of 15-20,000 and we take it home just to play with it. No, it is in a day I gave it back, but still they didn't help me out with the product. Ultimately I went to the shopkeeper. I told him that you only get my phone replaced. I was highly unsatisfied. That's what the post purchase behavior was. Now I go ahead and I do not promote Samsung as a product. Now I've switched from Samsung to Sony, where I am actually satisfied. So now you can understand what my post purchase behavior will be like. Get it? Yes. So once again, you identify the need for the product. Once you identify the need, you start gathering the information through any of the 4 sources. Once you gather the information, the third thing is you start evaluating all the information that you have collected, not only of one brand but of multiple brands, that is competitors' brand. Ultimately, once you evaluate, you come to purchase decision, like out of 5 to 6 brands, which exactly you want to purchase. And lastly, once you purchase, if you are highly satisfied, then definitely you yourself will again buy the same product, company product, or you will definitely recommend many of them to purchase the same product. Or else if it is negative, then it goes in a other way. So that is nothing but your post purchase behavior. Understood till here? Take down the points and then we'll continue with product positioning. Okay, so done with buying decision process. Now let's start with product positioning. What do you understand by positioning? Product तो हम सबको पता है. Product is nothing but a goods. Okay. Now what do you mean by positioning? Have you ever come across the word positioning? Of course you might have come. Now for example, when you go to buy any product, let's say cold drink, सबसे पहले दिमाग में कौन सा word आता है? कौन सी ब्रांड आती है? लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल जब मुझे कुछ खाने के टाइम पे मुझे कुछ कोल्ड ड्रिंक चाहिए रहता है तो मेरे दिमाग में सबसे पहले सिर्फ थम्स अप आता है. वैसे हर किसी के दिमाग में कोई ना कोई ब्रांड आती है. व्हेन यू जस्ट गो टू बाय लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल लेट अस से व्हेन यू गो टू बाय अ मोबाइल फ़ोन, एक पर्टिकुलर एक ब्रांड का नाम क्लिक होता है. व्हेन यू प्लान टू बाय लेट्स से shoes, or when you go to buy a pen for your exam, there is one particular brand which just flicked your mind. That is, what is that exactly? वो सबसे पहले वो नाम तुम्हारे दिमाग में क्यों आता है, कैसे आता है? It is all because of one thing, that is marketing and advertising. Now what these people do, the company's main objective is to enter the brain of the customer. Not only to enter the brain, but to be at the number one position in the brains of the customer. For example, now we all know Pepsi, Thumbs Up, everything, right? कोल्ड ड्रिंक के बारे में और ये कंपनीज के बारे में हमको सब अच्छे से पता है. देन वाई दिस कंपनी गोज ऑन स्पेंडिंग सो मच ऑन एडवर्टाइजिंग और मार्केटिंग? अब हमको अगर पेप्सी की एडवर्टाइजमेंट नहीं भी दिखी तो भी ऑब्वियस है कि हमको पता है कि भाई पेप्सी ब्रांड है. या थम्सअप की एडवर्टाइजमेंट नहीं सलमान खान ने की तो भी हमको पता है भाई थम्सअप करके एक ब्रांड है. फिर भी ये कंपनी कंटिन्यूसली स्पेंड करती है, डिफरेंट एड्स बनाती है, क्रिएटिव एड्स बनाती है और कस्टमर के सामने प्रेजेंट करती है. वाई? हैव यू एवर थॉट ऑफ इट? वाई? The simple reason, okay, not only that, even Colgate, when you'd say, okay, we all are aware of the toothpaste Colgate, क्योंकि सालों से, इतने सालों से हमारे पेरेंट्स, उनके पेरेंट्स, सब लोग ने Colgate यूज़ किया है, but still they go on promoting the brand that is Colgate. Reason? Why? They have been successful in entering our brains. Okay, but why they promote it, why they do so much of commercial ad is only for one reason, that they can continuously stay on number one position in the mind of the customer. That is nothing but product positioning. Product positioning again focus on what? See, Amul and Amul dairy products, Amul दूध या Amul के कोई भी dairy products देख लो, be it butter, be it cheese, anything, but you will find advertisement of every product. Reason? Just one, that they have entered the brains. The only thing is now they are focusing on always being at number one position. So ultimately when the customer goes in the shop, okay, to purchase any of the butter product, okay, ultimately उसके मुँह से butter देना ये नहीं निकलेगा, Amul butter देना ये निकले. So this is what product positioning is. Like, let us understand the meaning of product positioning. It is an act of designing the company's offering and image to occupy a distinctive place in the mind of the people. Why distinctive place in the mind of the people? Because it's now one product and many competitors offering the same product. Let you talk now. If you talk about this cold drink, soft drink business, okay, then we have Pepsi, Thumbs Up, Sprite, then you have Fanta, you have Mirinda, you have 7up. So many offerings. Again, what is the ultimate motive? It is the soda which is satisfying the thirst. Okay, so but not only that, even the competitors, these are the direct competitors. When you talk about substitute, that is again buttermilk is available, then you have lassi which is available, then you have plain water that is available, you have nimbu pani that is available. So many different products that are offered to a customer. Now how is that out of so many products, customer will pick up my product only? So right now the fight is between the competitors is going on that only, that so many n number of options are available for the customer. Customer should come and pick my product only. For that, what I need to do, I need to come up with such an offering, okay, or I should build my image in such a way that out of 10 to 12 competitors, company or customer should be able to pick up my product only. That is nothing but positioning. Let me give you few names of the product. We have replaced the actual product by the name of the brand. Like for example, आज भी मैं काफ़ी लोगों को देखती हूँ कि जो शॉप में जाके ये नहीं बोलते कि भाई टूथपेस्ट देना, बोलते कोलगेट देना, क्योंकि इट हैज़ रिप्लेस द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ टूथपेस्ट. हमको टूथपेस्ट नहीं समझ में आता, हमको कोलगेट ही समझ में आता है. जब हम पानी की बॉटल लेने जाते हैं, हम नहीं बोलते भाई भैया पानी की बॉटल है क्या, हम बोलते बिस्लरी है क्या, स्ट्रेट अवे. जब हम बेबी प्रोडक्ट्स के लिए जाते हैं, वी डोंट आस्क देम अदर ब्रांड, वी जस्ट से जॉनसन एंड जॉनसन का प्रोडक्ट है क्या. सो दीज कंपनीज हैव बीन वेरी मच सक्सेसफुल इन बिल्डिंग द image, okay, that एक पक्का स्टैम्प बोलते हैं ना जो दिमाग में लग जाता है, these companies have been successful in doing that. That is nothing but product positioning. Clear? And that product positioning company tries to make it so strong that other companies, okay, advertisement will not affect us so completely. Like for example, पहले hair oil कोई नहीं बोलता था, ऐसे बोलते थे parachute है क्या? मतलब these are the kind of positioning of product that has been taken place by various companies. Okay, now let us understand the importance, what are the importance of product positioning. First is create a separate image. Let me tell you one thing, अब हम कोलगेट का टूथपेस्ट ले, अमर का टूथपेस्ट ले, सेंसोडाइन का टूथपेस्ट ले, फ़र्क क्या है तीनों में? थोड़ा सा स्लाइटली टेस्ट में फ़र्क है, या थोड़ा बहुत वो टूथपेस्ट की साइज़ में फ़र्क है. Ultimately what all the three products are doing, they are just helping us to feel fresh, to clean our teeth and to kill the germs. We are not going to see that whether the germs are killed or not. The only thing is, yes, we feel fresh because that foam has been created and we wash it out. और अल्टीमेटली वो काफ़ी लोग हैं जो आज भी दातुन यूज़ करते हैं. तो अल्टीमेट एम क्या है भाई, दांत क्लीन होने चाहिए, दांत वाइट दिखने चाहिए और वो स्टिंक जानी चाहिए. Okay, but all these three products, again the product are the same, the only difference is what? In the brand name, in the way of presenting in front of the customer. That is nothing but it creates a separate image. Like for example, Colgate अभी एक नई advertisements आया that where they show that सिर्फ आज के लोग नहीं यूज़ कर रहे, उनके पेरेंट्स भी यूज़ कर रहे, उनके पेरेंट्स भी यूज़ कर रहे. They are trying to take a feedback from the entire families. Okay, showing that yes, कितने सालों से, 40 सालों से मेरे घर पे सिर्फ Colgate आता है. What is this? They are trying to create an image that yes, last from 4 decades people are using Colgate. Whereas when you say about Sensodyne, they focus on what? तुम कुछ ठंडा खाते हो, झंझनाहट होती है, use the Sensodyne. So specifically, Colgate talks about family and Sensodyne talks about yourself. That is the problem that today's people are facing in having a cold product. So everything is specific when it comes to a feature. Okay. That is how they try to create a separate identity from their competitors. Like for example, थम्स अप की ऐड आती है, आज कुछ तूफानी करते हैं, जबकि पेप्सी ऐसा नहीं ऐड करता है. ओके, फिर और इसका कर लो दुनिया मुट्ठी में. Again, when you say about Lux, Cozy and all that, innerwear. So there are different taglines which are given to a particular product. Why these different taglines are given? Just to make them identified, or a separate identity is created in front of the customer. Second, differentiate offerings. Just now as I said, Colgate talks about family. Colgate अभी आपके टूथपेस्ट में नमक और नीम है क्या? I remember that few years back, not few years, I think almost 20 years back, when the commercial, I was in school especially at that time, and that time the commercial used to come. I just remember one flick ad of that, of Colgate, where they focused on never use salt as in the toothpaste. Why? Because salt की वजह से your gums start deteriorating और gums में से bleeding निकलता है. ये Colgate ने एक बार promote करने की try की थी. I went through the articles of Colgate. That time I came to know about it. Obviously 20 साल पुरानी बात याद नहीं रहेगी, but yes, at that time I was somewhere, it has passed now 20 years. So, and now in today's time what I am seeing, that Colgate itself is promoting आपके टूथपेस्ट में नमक और नीम है. Means see a drastic change. Initially Colgate was the one who was telling customer not to use salt, because today also if you go in villages you will see that people use datun and salt to clean their teeth, and Colgate was the one to try to enter in their minds and never use salt and datun. Datun they have not come up to yet, but yes, salt use नहीं करना. And now today Colgate itself is using आपके टूथपेस्ट में नमक और नीम है क्या, with an exclamation mark. Okay, because if you have that salt and neem content in your, then that problem, gum cavity or gum problem will go. But whereas when you talk about, just now I said about the Sensodyne, they again differentiate the product just by saying that yes, especially sensitivity के लिए, that you have a sensitive tooth, then you have to go for Sensodyne. That is nothing but differentiate offering. Next, comparative offering. By showing the different features available in each and every product, companies try to gain an comparative advantage. Like for example, I'll say when it comes to mobile phones, okay. Like I remember there was a time when Nokia had taken over 93% of India's market. Everywhere it was Nokia. When the first mobile phone was launched, it was always Nokia. And rest 7% used to comprise of what? Siemens company, Samsung company, even Motorola was there, and small, few China products, and these all companies comprised of rest 7%. Then what happened? such a drastic revolution that now Nokia is nowhere, and we find Samsung the most, Sony and Apple iPhone, now Micromax. What has happened? Because they have lacked somewhere where other person has taken the advantage of it. That is nothing but competitive advantage. Now for example, Nokia's market was completely taken over by Samsung. Samsung market was again challenged by Micromax. Okay, so what is happening? There is somewhere some loopholes are being kept, okay, where the competitors try to just take the advantage of it and they offer their own products. Now that is nothing but competitive offering. What something new, like for example, Nokia never came up with an Android concept, and same concept was bought by Samsung, and Samsung offered a best feature where he took away the market. Then Micromax came. What did Micromax do? He did the same thing what Samsung did. He again came up with the same feature, but at the best possible cheap price. Again, Micromax took over some of the Samsung market. That is nothing but competitive offerings. The third, focused marketing and advertising offers. Now when I talk about focused marketing, it is nothing but creating, maintaining and enhancing the image by using various marketing and advertising tools. Like for example, when I talk about advertising tools, like different marketing advertising tools, that is marketing we can do door-to-door marketing, or face-to-face marketing, or else you can say telephonic marketing. When you talk about advertising, it is through banners, billboards, television, celebrity endorsements, or sponsorship. There are different forms, okay, wherein you can come in front of the customer again and again. So once I have in order to position, like for example, let me explain you with an example. Like जब पेप्सी की अगर हम बात करते हैं तो वो सिर्फ कमर्शियल एडवर्टाइजमेंट नहीं करती है, वो और भी बहुत कुछ करती है. Like for what? Like example what? They give sponsorships to IPL and all that matches. Okay, so again that is a different part. Now third thing that they do is they have a high distribution network. At times तुमने ये चीज़ देखी होगी that whenever you go to a restaurant, you ask for thumbs up, they say Pepsi ही है. Many restaurants, they avoid keeping thumbs up and they keep most of the time Pepsi only. That is the only option that is available. So have you not thought any time that ये Pepsi ही क्यों हर जगह available होती है? Why not any other brand? Why only Pepsi? The major reason is that Pepsi gives a very good commission to these distributors or to these restaurant people. That's why in order to earn more commission, they do not keep the competitor's product and they keep only Pepsi. That is nothing but again a compliment, or you can I'm supporting my advertisement format. That is nothing but product positioning is done through advertisement. The next what I do is I give it to the maximum number of distributors through which it will be reaching to the ultimate consumer. Next is clarity amongst customers. Now when I talk about, let me think of an example. When I talk about yes, clarity. Now a customer through product positioning gets very much clear about what the product is all about. Like for example, when I talk about Lifebuoy, okay, it clearly focused on what? It clearly focused on hygiene soap. हम अभी जो भी ad देखते हैं काजोल की and देवगन family करती है, और Lifebuoy कीटाणु यहाँ से यहाँ तक travel करते हैं. So basically, and when you use a Lifebuoy, okay, or that girl, small girl comes that तेरा साबुन slow है क्या? What does that mean? That ultimately we all know that when once you are out in the environment, you attract germs.